Hello everyone, my name is Duffington and welcome back to an episode of Biomagical Repentance. We are doing some alternate Bethany today, at the behest of Chris, whom's wanted us to do this. We got that item, Vade Wilson, and we also got this, which is the most common item we've gotten as Bethany ever, I think. We saw that like twice on 2 consecutive greed runs. We've just seen it a lot, I guess is my point. Finger's actually also quite nice, although our damage leaves a lot to be desired at this point, given that we've just started the run. Come on, be patient. Do I press the button? Yes, although it's likely not going to be worth it. But we get to see these little ghosts, the ghosties. I do like the idea of PhD, but also that other one, the options one. That seems quite helpful on a character where items are typically bad. So let's see if we can't get that going. Will require either a couple bombs or a couple monies, but we can get that, I believe. Oh, poops. Friendly poops, for some reason. Why? Why are the poops friendly? We don't have Dirty Mind. Oh, Charming Poop. Is that a thing? The thing we unlocked just last run? Huh. So some poops, I didn't really see that one. Guess we'll get to see another one at a point where it won't be dark. Some poops apparently just spawn poops for you. That's a good mechanic. I really like the fact that Megastan as Tainted Characters just unlocks new mechanics. Like always. That is super fun and varied. Could have given me money. I mean, I could have gotten the good item I wanted, but instead it didn't, and we couldn't. I will do the rest of the floor as well though. This is a good start. Vade Retro is very, very good at clearing out floors, especially especially like that. It's essentially Contagion, but you hold the trigger for it. Leprosy. Alright. Good. I mean, not leprosy, but the run in general is really what I'm getting at. These spawn enemies, which we can do that with, which we can then use to damage the boss, so it'll die easily. Oh, look at this. Pro level strat. Come on. Oh, didn't actually mean to. Never mind. Well, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Now, what haven't we done? We haven't done Mother. Haven't done Boss Rush, which we could potentially actually do. So let's run. Run. Burning Basement. We love it. With passion. There's nothing I'd rather do than have this. Also, it's Contagion, but we hold the trigger, and also it's usable more than once per room. And also it seems to be stronger. It has like boss specific things that happen. It's might be one of the better items in the game at this point. It do be hurting. Not in rooms like this, unfortunately, because the enemies don't move ever, but you get it. Look at this. That's a lot of damage, said Phil Swift. Sack of pennies. More like sack of monies. Got him. Oh, yeah. Okay, Duke of Flies is just hard counted by this. Alright. Grab that. Oh, did I leave a red heart behind on the other floor? I feel like I did. Whoops. Whoops. But also, does it really matter? It's a question you must ask yourself. Don't think it does. I'm very happy to have, like, the good items of this run are all permanent at this stage. It's not like we stand to lose any of them. That's a very comfortable place to be in. Usually you don't get as powerful characters, but items, sorry. But I think Vade Retro is excluded because it's a, you know, it's an Eden's Blessing gap from last run. In case I didn't explain that, we start with that because of last run we picked up Eden's Blessing. Not doing that. We need the item room, which isn't why I'm not doing that. But I just looked at like keys and thought, I could maybe spend the key in the shop and maybe buy items, and if there aren't any good ones we can do the other thing, but nope, decided to do this instead. That's incredibly good. We haven't taken damage on this floor. We did take a hit in the last one. We could have maybe gotten Perfection and then built up a shield of items to keep us safe for a bit, meaning we could have gotten Perfection knockout drops, which is potent and powerful and good. Another thing I should do is check for a secret room right here. Nope. Alright. I do need to check for a crawl space still, just for in the slight case that could be there, you know. I mean, it could. Easily could. But it wasn't. So, moving on from that. Absolute disgrace of a play. Cannot believe it. Might be my worst moment ever. Trying to find a crawl space for free. I actually cannot believe it. Joink. Also Mom's wig. That's actually quite good. I can see that helping us out. Look at that. Spawned a spider. That enemy just died. Lots of things are working out in our favor right now. Including that knockout. Because otherwise that might have hit me. Or like hit my my precious items that I don't really care much for. But you know. You know. If you know, you know. Man, Vade Retro is super good. I'm not sure if that's the name, I'm pretty sure it is though. I am convinced, and sure, and certain even. Oh, hey Papa! Hey Papa! Have you all seen that that video? Event, by the way, kind of viral. Oh, hey Seal! Hi! Wow, lots of people joining right now. Are you just the same person? I feel like I've made that joke before, but about different people. I think that was Jade and Hypno who joined at the same time a couple days in a row. But hi, welcome. It's going quite well. We just finished a Blue Baby run that did Mega Stand, which I'm quite happy with, as that character is a little bit tricky to get right. And then we got Vade Retro, which is super good. And this run is looking up. And so is my entire day. Oh, I see. Well, that's just, you know, it's an easy thing to say in hindsight. Much easier than saying the truth, which is that is not what happened. It's alright. I wouldn't judge you for it. Don't know why I would, really. Peep. Oh, this is possibly one of the worst matchups for us right now. As we don't have, like, we have a very wide hitbox, all things considered. By all things, I mean all items. And this enemy does not spawn enemies that we can kill. But the knockout tiers do help with positioning and stuff, so I'm not actually too worried. Also, our damage is apparently just fine. I think Jesus Juice does most of the heavy lifting, but Finger does some stuff, and I mean, Blue Cap helps. Yeah, good run. This, it is an item. It's not too bad. Speed up's nice. The pointer. Yes, the pointer. Just as they call it in the game. Those spikes will not come back up, to my surprise. Deck of cards. This is essentially just one card for us. Perks. I mean, we've gone in here anyway. We've got the world, which is actually kind of helpful. Sure. Take that, then leave. I'm going for boss rush on this one. Now, I don't really believe we have standed a great chance. Do we also get a bone heart in here? Ooh, didn't even notice. These punches that you roll with. Peep and Bloat are not really my favorites either, but they're manageable. I mean, Bloat isn't as bad as people say, in my opinion. He's had his troubles in life for sure, but if you really get to know him and just give him space whenever he needs it, he's really not too bad. He kind of takes out his anger on other people every now and again, and that's a very unhealthy habit, but I think he's working on it. He only does it if you're really, like, right in front of him, taunting him, or like approaching from the sides when he can't see you. He has like a fight or flight response to fires right away, which is actually that's terrible. But also get host hat, which is great. Did I mention how great host hat is? Like, it's actually just amazing for us. Like, super good. We did both light and dark, yeah. But explosive enemies don't scare me anymore. They couldn't, as they hold no information on me. You can't blackmail me. I kind of want to go in on these, although I probably shouldn't. Yep, that's why not. Tiny spoiler. Hello there, tiny spider. Are you a new crime fighter on the crime fighting corps? You get all the chores cause you're the newest member here. Bum bum bum, tiny spider fighting crimes, but also has a dark past himself. Tiny spider, got kicked out of the spider nest and fell from the shelf. Tiny spider was an outcast for a bit. Now you may think this song won't be a hit, but you'll be wrong, cause tiny spider stories tend to go far. So all I can really say is ta-ta. I should probably go here. Yeah, this seems like the better option. Decreases the amount of stuff we have to pass by on the way there, you know. Fade retro, yep, do it. Die and leave. That worked out. Also explosion immunity, by the way. A thing that I forgot we had immediately upon getting it. The Megaton. Get the Quints, an item I quite like. Now don't lose it immediately. That would be not very good. We nearly did. I think we might have taken a couple hits already. Come on. We essentially have Quints that also blow up now, as they spawn whenever we kill an enemy, and so does the Fade Retro thing. Do you mind happening? It's a greed fight. That's not what I meant. Blue boy, did it happen? And we lost the Quints. Alright. I mean, it's not that great. It's not Fade Retro. It's just, it's fine, you know? It's alright. Quite happy to have a character that can place bombs again, like consistently, without having to worry about pooping on fire as an accident. Don't remember what pills we got, which were bad. Not going to be worth it. I mean, it cost me a bomb to get in one of those, I think. Thank you, host hat. Pretty sure you did a thing there. I saw it moving. Yeah, we need to blow this up. Won't be worth it. IMHO. What was I looking for there? We did all of it. All of the floor has been done. This is the best fight for us, I think. Kill them all over here so we can just blow them up. When he does this, boom. Look at that damage. Good damage. Also a punch. And a punch. And a health up. And a good item. Yeah, sure, why not? Now we have done Mega Stan. So I won't be bothering with that. As we still want to do boss rush. Man, this one's actually surprisingly good. We just need to win. Depth 1, alright. I thought it was next L maybe. But I could just look at the curses and see that we don't have that one. We do have the darkness one. Also known as the My Old Friend curse. Though I've chosen to refrain from making that joke ever again. Thank you, Host Hat. Host Hat is just the best item. Now it didn't trigger that one time. I didn't expect it to, as, you know, it just triggered. You can't expect, you know, if someone's nice to you once, don't go expecting them to show the same kind of niceness every time, you know. Not that niceness is necessarily an exception. It shouldn't be. But, like, also, you can't rely on it consistently. That's not me saying you shouldn't trust people to be kind to you. It's just me saying that you should be somewhat independent and see kindness as, like, a bonus when it happens. Don't go expecting it. It won't work all the time. Static tears, we like that. If only we actually had the item and not just the proxy. But you know what they say. Proxies are foxies. Just like they're elusive, like foxes. Foxes are somewhat elusive and they kill your chickens. So don't count your foxes before your chickens have hatched. That's the lesson of today. Tinted rock, whatever do you mean? Pop, pop. Sure. If it's good, I'll use the world. Or just this. Could also just use that, I guess. By the way, I shouldn't be missing... I really want the shop here. We didn't find... Right, yep. I thought maybe we did and it was a greed fight, but it was last floor. I remember. Should just do this first though. It's still Loki. How fun. It spawns bombs, which we can blow up, and then blow up another time. It's like a double activation bomb. We activated one time, then we activated another time, and it's equally effective. Whoops, that was total whiff. Alright. I now see the error of my ways. Yeah, this fight kind of drags on. Our damage isn't actually good, as it turns out. We just have Vade Retro, which does most of the heavy lifting on regular rooms. Not so much on boss fights, though, as it turns out. Can't really expect it to do all the lifting on boss fights. Pills. You also get Mom's underwear. Double health up. Health down. And shot speed up. Nice. Shop, though. We can do the next floor in 6 minutes. We have, or 5 anyway. We have the world also. For mapping. If we feel like we need it. Which I think it might be a good idea. Because why not? The world's not actually worth that much. And not using it could lose us boss rush. Or access to it. Might want to be a little bit stronger before we actually do it. That's just going to be a spirit art. But it's still worth it. Certainly. Why not? That's the shop. It's another greed fight. Usually is, isn't it? Gotta love it. Except, you don't, do you? You don't really gotta love it, do you? So you blow them up, and then again you buy the money, buy your friends. You grab the cash and make a run for the dough. Make a run for it. Alright, that's the end of that. Never again. And moving on down. Moving on down to the depths too. Use the world. See that we gotta go this way. Could have also gone the other way, but this one seems easier. Even though the other way would have been one room shorter in hindsight. This felt like the correct choice. But it just wasn't. And that's a lesson you need to learn. We don't have a trinket, so let's go for it. Sure, why not? That's a very Vade Retroable room. So is this. Yeah, that seems helpful. Come on. Got him. It's a really fun item. I'm glad that's in the game. It's very satisfying. And, ooh boy, here's another one. Here comes another one. This is also nice. Just for this room. Could drop a spirit art. Let's see. More curse rooms. Why? But also why not? Let's donate. Luck ups and all that. Do have a bit of a ways to go and we don't have that many items, so I probably shouldn't be spending too much time here. We got restock, alright. I mean, that's actually really good for us right now. Blow that up. Buy one more. For the road. Bunch of items. Yeah, that's fine. We want to spend the money anyway. Now, I would have maybe preferred getting restock before we bought Voodoo Head, so we could have got more of that. Nope. Can't do it. It's not very good, and as such I've decided not to take it. If only Vade Retro could open doors, it would actually just be the best item right now. Alright, don't really care about the keys either. Want boss rush. We have 2.5 minutes to get to the boss fight and do it. Oh man. Yeah, the hollow is also very, very easily counted. Don't forget the hollow on the boss fight. Boss rush fight. Yep. Boss rush fight. Boss rush fight. I get the hollow on the boss rush fight. 2 minutes. Maybe we should be able to do it. Never mind. I believe. Also keep the blanket, please. Just for however long we can. That seems like a really, really good thing for us. Oh, that didn't do much. Guess it wouldn't, as I just used the item. But still. Ooh, helpful. Should have maybe done that a bit earlier. There goes the blanket. We're going to stop up here. We can. Nice. Now, she didn't blow up the rock, which I kind of wanted. There goes something. Might have been the pentagram. It's not. I can still see it. Ah, we should be fine. Considering the boss fight's over in 3. We're definitely taking that. Also going in here real quick to get the best item in the game. Yep. Sure. I mean, it's actually not, but it is pretty good. And... oh... get that. Kind of music. Ooh, I don't really listen to music that much, which is a super boring answer to give, but it's the truth. Ooh. Bloody Gust seems like a good pickup, but Charm of the Vampire is really fun as well. I'm not really a big music person, honestly. I don't, in my free time, I don't see when during my day I would sit down and listen to music. I don't really have a time slot for that. I don't really feel the need to do it like consistently. Well, when I do stuff, and when I do, it's like the same stuff I listen to on stream, just like relaxing stuff, because that's what I need when I listen to music. Usually when I do it, it's during exams, where you're allowed to do it, obviously. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't go for it. But yeah, it's. I know it's a bit unusual. It's just I don't find it boring so much as it's not that I don't like the music. I just don't see when I would listen to it. It's just not a need I have. It's not. I mean, I could find the time for it, but most of the time I've tried getting into it more. Oh, I see. So you're like really into it. We don't get blown up by enemies, by the way, so we're just super safe for the most part. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Pin. Oh, it's this one, which we definitely want to kill real quick. Real quick, like. Maybe do that even. Oh, we didn't even blow up most of them. Why not? Is it only the ones that are on screen? Because that's a really fun mechanic. Yeah, it must be. Huh. I like that. Keep the blanket and the pentagram. 2 most important items. Do you mind maybe not living? Just at any point. Thanks. Good timing on that. We'll do the run around. Give him the run around treatment. If we can kill him kind of in the middle, yeah. Oh, he didn't leave a thing. Huh. His brimstone is a bit weird, yeah. Weird to deal with. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's not too bad. Also got a blackout back here for some reason. Nice. We can just farm this guy for spider Vade retros, I guess. Retro spiders. I guess Vade maybe means soul or ghost or whatever. And then retro means like off the past, you know. So it's like souls of the past. Could also mean anger. Vade. Sounds like it, cause like Darth Vader, something like that. Wrath of the Past kind of also makes sense given the things that happen when you use the item. Something like that. Must be. One of those. Definitely. No doubt in my mind. Anyway. Ooh. Humulacra. That's actually... what is this tier rate? What is this Humulacra tier rate? Do we just get the tier effect with none of the repercussions? Because that's incredibly good. What? Marked. That's terrible. But at the same time, it's a tier up. And it's actually usable now. So don't even worry about it. Don't even fib yourselves. Kid yourselves. Yeah, Humulacra with this tier rate is incredible. I don't know why we get it though. It's definitely not usual. It isn't usual to get Humulacra. 3.5 times a second. That is very high. I guess that didn't rhyme because I didn't say Humulacra A. Or I. Humulacra R. Because that's not what the word is. I think. Could be, actually. TV shows. I don't have television. I have a TV. I don't watch it. But I do... I mean, I have 2 monitors, so I watch a bunch of Netflix stuff. Mostly just in the background. I'm very boring when it comes to music and stuff like that. Music and TV, I don't have very interesting opinions. Just it's not really a thing I consume on a constant basis. Watch a lot of YouTube videos, but then again, I mean, that's just background stuff, and it's mostly stuff I've just watched before. Just kind of let it run. But yeah, I watch Breaking Bad like 3 times a year. Watch Better Call Saul sometimes also, because I really like that universe, which is just ours, but where more interesting stuff happens than in my day-to-day. I guess it's what it boils down to. Ooh. That is helpful, and that also just works with marked. Fun. We're actually on a pretty good run here. We definitely do boss rush. No doubt. Like, we're not dying here, obviously. We're winning. Easily. And when we want to use Vaid Retro, we can. It will just decimate everything in sight, hopefully. And if not, then that's also cool. We didn't really need it. But I mean, to return to the music talk, last time I remember listening to music for a prolonged period of time was during my first exam of this semester, where I listened to the same. It was like a 24-hour exam, right? I listened to the same song, like actually 8 hours on repeat, and then I turned it off because it got distracting. And that was my exam. That was it. Well, I also wrote stuff, but for the music, that was it. For the exam, just give you a picture. And it wasn't that the song was particularly like, I mean, it's a good song. I like it, but you know, it's not that the song was so incredible I had to listen to it for 8 hours. It was more so that it wasn't intrusive, so I didn't turn it off. It's a very lo-fi background noise song, which I quite liked. That's really the only time I listen to music consistently, is if I can find a song like that. I just prefer listening to stuff around me. I'm not comfortable with I'm not comfortable with not being able to hear things around me. Without Simulacra, that's a shame. Like when I'm walking to the store, I prefer not having music, because I want to be able to listen for like cars and stuff as I cross the street. I like listening to the murmuring of the crowd. I like we have some trees where I live. I like listening to the trees. Not in a weird way, just actually just the wind blowing and stuff. I enjoy just living. That's all I meant. I enjoy just listening to stuff around me. And having that removed by listening to music doesn't seem like a good trade-off. It seems more disruptive than relaxing and cool. So I've decided to just not really, I don't really listen to music ever. Come on, really? You gave me like half a second to do anything there, man. Oh, we're back in business. But we're really kind of not, because now we'll just go back into hiding. Yep. What a fun, engaging boss fight this is. Very difficult and challenging and fun. Oh, finally. Yuck. Yeah, we're not making Hush. Kinda hope to. But then again, like, to what end? Because look at that. That doesn't work on the Hush fight very well. Except it does, doesn't it? Huh. Yeah, never mind. I'm just dumb. That would be pretty good. Oh, whoops. I thought the mask was vulnerable. They would have been angry then, wouldn't it? That's a waste. Having Little Brim here is actually super helpful. Man, if only we'd lost Marked instead of Humulacra. Imagine that. Now we also lost Marked though, so it's fine. Don't even worry about it. Bloody bombs, that's horrible, but also a health up that we didn't get. Alright. This is a very scary situation where all the enemies can beam us. That's helpful though. Next time he charges, we got him. That's one. Oh, we didn't quite get him. Close enough, though. Oh! I just lost sight of him. Which doesn't normally happen, as it's pretty predictable when he jumps that you should then dodge the jump. Oh, that's another one. Huh. He just blended in with the background at this point, though. You can't really blame me. I mean, you could, and I would agree with you. But also, like, it's rude and dope. Please, I was about to say I don't take criticism very well, which I don't think is true. It's just for the bit, you know. Man, this sure did drag on, didn't it? This should be one of the last waves, though, so it's fine. Don't even worry about it. Not even a tiny little bit. Get those evade retros in there. So we can then go, oh, you want to charge down here, do you? Yeah, try again. Didn't think so. Yeah, absolute amateur fool. There we are. We get a mediocre orbital. We could still make... Well, nope. Never mind that. I was about to say we could still make Hush. But then couldn't. But it's fine. We didn't really have the damage. I don't think. For it. We might need Brimstone for that. Or like, you know. Sigarion would also be helpful, I guess. I mean, I'm just depending on Little Brim for now. I hate that those don't give you bombs. I feel like they should. The items that are supposed to give you 5 bombs. So you get something for getting essentially what is a dead item. Do you not want to pop up? Thanks. Oh no. That was a terrible situation. I could have made it out of there alive, possibly, but I mean I did make it out alive, don't get me wrong. Unscathed is closer and also just the exact word I was looking for. Nope. I just didn't, because I decided to have poor movement decisions instead of good ones, which is usually what you want to go for. If you go to the store, don't get store brand decisions. Actually, it's much more gratifying to make your own. Usually, they're way better, and I mean it's a bit more work, but it's not that bad. It's one of the easier things to prepare, honestly. I feel like mostly anyone could do it. Let me scratch my eyebrows for a bit. Just the one, actually. Be quite a feat if both my eyebrows like coordinated as a scratch attack. What are they, Pokemon? Deep Pokemon cut there. Now I got the entirety of Nintendo going after me. Or Game Freak. Though I think Game Freak disbanded. I'm not sure. Something happened there though. Nice. That is fine, yeah. Don't really know what the other one does, but this is a Spirit Heart per floor, which is twice as good as the Dream Catcher. The Dream Catcher. This is also a dead item, potentially. It didn't spawn hearts, which it usually does, and I feel like it should because I deserve it. Because I'm worth it. Get the cash for no reason. Other than we have butt bombs. And I want to see that at least once before we lose them again. Nice. I believe this is the correct way. It wasn't. Granted. But you know what? That's alright. Sometimes you just make a wrong turn in life. Hopefully you can still get back on track. Depending on the severity of the wrong turn, you might want to get back on track really, really quickly. Because there are some avenues you go down and then very, very difficult to get out of. Some of them even immediately impossible. Such as murder. Murder is one of those. Generally don't do it. I would try to dissuade you from doing it. Doesn't usually help. I mean, some murders would have helped a lot in the past, I guess. But like, hindsight's 2020, right? Why? And I think statistically speaking, most murders wouldn't be a net positive. Generally murders don't do them. Pro tips with Starfins. Pick that up to have had it. And then be gone, I agree. We could go grab some red hearts. Why stand and think about it rather than just doing it? Could also gain like easier access to curse rooms, although that's still gonna be 2 full hearts of damage, which I'm not really a fan of, as I don't know where I'm at health wise. Hoi Mushin of the auto variety. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I'm really glad I didn't do that, yeah, because that would have been kind of scary for me. I don't like scary situations. I'm not much of a scary situation person. That's why I haven't returned to my playthrough of Alien Isolation yet. Also slipped my mind a little bit, but I do have to go back for it at some point. That's nice. Not much. We just did a very successful Blue Baby run, and then this. And not like in life, it's all just the same. How have you been? For the past day. I'm sure a lot of stuff has changed. It usually does. Anytime anything changes, it's all in one day. It never changes over time. That's one of the first things you learn when you study economics, is that any change that ever happens is all in one time period and never changes over time. There are no changes that happen for more than one day. Tried to fish the dishwasher. Good luck on that. That sounds like an important thing to do, actually. If I had a dishwasher, that sounds like a scrapped Dark Souls bush. The dishwasher. Blah, blah, too many shish. The dishwatchers. The Knights of Tide. That's laundry though. It's not really the same. It's kind of the same genre though. I can lump in diss tracks with stuff. Yep. Keys. But then get Bum Friend, an item I don't really care much for, but also like, why not? At a certain point, why not? Also, what are we trying to do in this run? You may be asking. I actually don't know. we did everything we could. We did boss rush. That was kind of it. But at a certain point, there's not much of a point in continuing, right? I mean, we kind of got a dead run on our hands at this point. In that we can't really. Well, we could maybe do Delirium if we get the opportunity. We don't have the key though for the place. Oh, hey, we got the bots. Oh, can they do that? Clean themselves? That sounds magical. Might not be a thing. You might just be holding out hope for something that may never happen. Which is a very drab view to have. No Delirium portal? Wow. Can you believe it? I can't. Honestly, a bit rude. The actual audacity to not give me Delirium on this run is astounding. I mean, it still potentially could happen. Although I don't think we can actually do it. We could just spam the Megaton until we get all the good items though. I guess that's kind of what you do, isn't it? On the challenging boss fights. You just kind of spam it and then pray the items are good. Pram. Yep. I mean, a pram would be quite good, just dropping on top of enemies. If that's like a summon item for a pram, just an entire pram, I feel confident about being able to do Delirium, as it is susceptible to squashing. I think it looks kind of floofy and not floofy. It's more like you know, like a like the court on a basketball field, or like in a gym sports hall type thing. Like the screeches that happen when you move with the shoes. That's how I feel like Delirium feels. Like its skin. It's like a soft... Not soft. It's like a dry, rubbery consistency. I wouldn't even call it texture. It's a consistency. Because it's like a huge mass of stuff. Which is what they called me in high school. The mass of stuff. You couldn't quite determine what I was, but... Just a mass of stuff. Some people called me massive stuff. That's for a different reason I won't go into. I don't care to brag. Nice. This was the right turn, I feel, but still not one I really appreciate having made. For that exact reason. These guys can just ambush you. We haven't killed the one yet, as it turns out. Oh, we have. They just weren't on screen, so we couldn't evade retro them. That is a good mechanic, though. It only retros the ones that are on screen. I quite like that. That way you can trap them like this. Actually, an easy counter. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, buddy. What a fool. What an absolute fool. Sci-fly, keep it, please. And I mean, we should, because all shots are just blocked now. Guess we don't even take explosive damage. Look at that. That immediately comes into play. Can you believe it? I sure can. But yeah, Sci-fly. We can do Delirium for sure now. If we keep it. Could have also done Hush if Boss Rush hadn't taken an hour and a half. Wouldn't that have been a day? A field day, if you will. Do you mind keeling over? A term I quite like. A ship can keel. A pram can also keel. That's what we're hoping to kill Delirium with. We went over this just minutes ago. You really shouldn't have forgotten already. You should go get that checked out, because that's not intended. Not intended people design. They're gone. They're all gone. They're gone, the lot of them. They've keeled over, much like a pram would. A good pram sandwich. I learned of a dish yesterday called spam musubi. Is there, however, such a thing as pram musubi? If so, where can I get it? Also, this seems good. This whole situation. Yeah, as long as that doesn't happen, seems good. We still have Sci-fly. That's the most important part. Evade retro them. Those fools. We didn't. We did turn them into one. I like the idea of a pram musubi. It's like a huge, it's like a spam musubi in shape, but it's like shaped like a pram. Because that's like tiny, you know, the places where air gets sucked in and out. Like air conditioning vents on your house. What are those called? The one that's usually on top of a fireplace. What are those called? Actually, the word is gone in my mind. It's like a what is that? That's annoying. I know what's called in Danish, but that won't help much. As that is not the language that, you know, I should be speaking. I actually don't remember. Ooh, that's incredible. Incredible news. Alright. We can actually do something now, if we get a bit lucky. I believe. Get Deadeye, that's helpful. Essentially doubling our damage if we could. With so many Megaton charges lined up. Couple of 8 retros. Just don't lose Sci-fly, that's actually an incredibly important part of my plan. And I would really rather we kept it till the very end. Don't forget we have Zodiac. Don't forget you're here forever. We made Retro the fool and he didn't even die. Didn't even pram over. Darn. What a rootin' tootin' guy. Wouldn't you agree? With me. CC. Thank you, Sci-Fly, for your incredible service. Just such a good item. Otherwise I would have taken damage at least maybe once there. But I didn't. But you didn't. Oh, spider. I feel like we should just use the Megaton whenever. Betrayal's actually just bad. As it will never trigger for us. That's alright. Now I don't actually want Delirium to happen right away here, because regular boss fights shouldn't be too bad. And I want more items. But this will definitely be Delirium first try, so don't even worry about it. Yep. I saw a bunch of tears ups. Could not tell you what this run is, but it seems more powerful than it was before for sure. See toothpicks, see Dash Lost Coin, which is just a range up. Is that Pageant Boy? Because I hate it. But either way, like, this is actually not terrible. I believe. We have Sci-Fly, what could possibly go wrong? Also, explosion immunity. Yeah, I actually have a high degree of belief in us right now. You can take 7 hits before dying. That is, if we don't have the wafer, or Maggie's bow, or whatever. Virgo. Do we not have, one moment, need to scratch my fingers, which is weird. Huh. I thought we had something like Virgo, or... that was a different run, wasn't it? Might have lost that, also. Never mind me. Just Sci-Fly out here. Kill the poop for the Vades. Why are there 2 of them? And why do I hate it? I know why I hate it. I feel like I'm justified in hating it. Sci-Fly, do your thing. Said something dab. Yep. I was just proclaiming that it said something and then dabbing on them. Is that what's going on? If so facto. Yep. That is to say. Please don't. Oh. That's one of 2 things I shouldn't do. That's another one. Still got some on the bottom there. I'm actually kind of glad I went in here first thing, because now I have a greater system of belief in myself. Look at it. Look how good this is. We have Sci-Fly. Now, as soon as we don't have Sci-Fly, we will likely lose. But as long as we have Sci-Fly, which means just move at all times when this happens. I'm very glad you get the sound clue at least. Or cue, not clue. The sound clue, yes. I love it when Miles Davis gives us a blues clue. God, why? Why can there be 2 Deliriums at once? And why can they be both of the 2 angels that you don't want to see here? Just as like beam attacks. Also Telefrag, love it. Also this, great, yep, good times. Nope, yep, for sure, just do that. I agree. That's a fair attack. That anyone should know how to dodge, obviously. The attack where they just hurt you. I mean, that is this whole game, isn't it? I don't agree with that, actually. This game is quite balanced and fun. With the exception of this boss fight, which isn't either. But you know what? We should be able to manage. That was a good idea. That's a lot of damage. Sci-Fly. Sci-Fly is actually just a run-winning item. There's no way you can argue it isn't. Don't know why we would even try to. As it is potentially the single best defensive item in the game now. And oh boy, do I hope they never change it. Never change Sci-Fly. Please. One thing that can change though is Delirium's behavior and general, well, I think I said enough. set my piece. Set my One Piece. What? I actually read One Piece, like all of it, at that time. There's obviously been a lot more since, because that's how that show works. And series, it just never ends. Which I don't like. But I liked reading it, because I read it as a kid as well. And then I didn't for a while. But then I started doing it again. And then it was when I was sick for a long time. You might remember me telling that story before. I was sick for a couple of months once, which was a good time, unequivocally, and in its entirety. I did at no point think I was going to die. Just being sick for a couple of months is a normal occurrence. Happens to everyone. Just growing pains. But yeah, no, that was a good time. Allowed me to read One Piece. And then I dreamt of One Piece all the time. Just, you know, it's the only thing that was happening in my day-to-day life. Well, just scratch my fingers again. This fight sucks. I still don't think I can win it. Just because look at the speed. It's non-existent. The speed. There's a lack of speed that is way larger than the actual speed that we have. And there's a good chance we'll just get telefragged 4 more times before we end the fight. Ooh, but when we get... something's happening. I like this change of scenery. Not a big fan of this, but manageable. Alright, blow. Or peep. I don't know which one really. That's a good thing to get, sure. Why not? Oh no. That's another one of those famous telefrags. Kind of. Not entirely, but I still counted this one. That's terrible. And terrifying. Luckily that was an explosion and nothing potent. Why would I do that for a poop? You may ask. We lost Psyfly, by the way. Of all the things that could have happened at this point, that was the worst one. Alright. Why? Alright, that ended fairly quickly, I see. Good near telefrag there. We got an angry boy following us at all times now. I think I heard Mother's voice, but that could have just been in the music, which wouldn't even surprise me at this point. Do you mind if we kill that thing, by the way? The thing that's following us at all times? Nope, alright, I see. Beam? Maybe? No beams, alright. Still can't take damage from explosions, that's just innately what we do and are. Alright. Punchy boys are also good. Don't... Oh, it did, nearly, twice. Good. Good game design, by the way. Great. Love it. If only we had Holy Light. It's just scratched the top of my head. How long has this fight been going on, by the way? I feel like it's been half an hour. Might be slightly off, but... Oh, yeah, great. Fair attack. Love it. Definitely something I could have done there. Should have known that the back arcing brimstone attack was coming. Just, you know, that's a normal thing. Spider. That did nothing, alright. Oh. Oh, this one, yep, Just waiting for the Brim Boys to appear. I see one. This Brim Boy needs to die. There's probably another one somewhere, because they spawn in twos, don't they? No, they don't. What am I talking about? Oh, hey, fair. Good. Oh, a couple more of those. We can maybe spawn an item we can maybe use. Who am I kidding? It's gonna be like Abel. But even Abel at this point would be an item. I would take it. Might protect one of our better items. We lost something there, I think. Why didn't I take Charm of the Vampire in that item room? Devil thing. Boss rush is the thing. We're gonna die here. It's gonna do something weird. Yep. Glad I started moving. Ooh, that's damage. Love to see it. And we're gonna die. No doubt. Actually. We're now entering the bullshit phase where another brimstone attack happens. Also, I heard Mother. I heard the end of days. Ooh, there's one. Of the ends of the days. one moment. Sorry to pause that often, but if I don't keep my wrists satisfiedly moved, then I will die immediately. Also, this thing needs to go away before that kills me. If we could just not do that ever. Yep. Good time. And oh, no. Oh, yep. That's that. Death approaches, and something's happening. Oh, it's this, and I'm dead from something. All right, cool. Good fight. Good design. Love it. Good times. Well, we had like actually just terrible damage and no. We had one tier effect that did anything, and that's really it. And I hate it. But we did do boss rush. Wow. What a satisfying conclusion to that episode. Thank you all very much for watching. I'm very sorry, but we do need to do Hush anyway, right? Might as well just do Hush and then Delirium at that time. Undisclosed time. Might be a bit. But thank you all very much for watching, and I'm sorry to end it this way. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll hope to see you in the next one. I can't say I will, because, you know, you might not be there. I will. That's how this whole thing works. See you later, though. Bye.